If you guys are looking for a strong and defendable duo base with multiple bed respawns, a compound that only takes 6 walls to make, a funnel wall shell with turrets and batteries, a cozy starter unit, a mini open core loot room, and a shooting floor with crazy angles and roof retakes, the Oblivion is one that you guys have to try this wipe. And now that I've shown you the ins and the outs, I'm going to show you guys how to build the entire thing. Let's go. Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the tutorial for the Oblivion. Now, let's get right into it. To start off this build, you're going to want to place 6 triangles exactly like this. Now, section off this back left corner, and this is going to be where your TC is going to be placed. You can put a window on this, or just leave it however you want. Now, wall in the rest of this, and then in the center, place a single door, and that's going to be your exit. You can place a shelf here. There's going to be a loot room later on. And then roof in the rest other than this triangle over to the left. You can put a frame here or just leave it open. Place a door on the front. And then right here we can place 1 furnace or 3 for a jump up. And on this, you're just going to want to wall this in and place a double door like this. Or a garage door. Either one works. You can place another frame right here. And another one right there. Now I'm going to place down some boxes and a tier 2. As I said, tier 1 or tier 2 can go here. Either one we're at in your wipe. And then 2 bags can go directly on the floor like this. And then you can also fit more small boxes or whatever you want. Very customizable. Now to expand out, since we're going to leave the second story like so, place a triangle like this, and you're going to want to create an airlock either to the left or right side. So I'm going to do like this, place a wall to the left, and then do this. And seal that off with a double door or a wooden single door. Owl.gg, the #1 gambling site out right now, with game modes like Jackpot, Coin Flip, The Wheel, Slots, and their brand new game mode Blackjack, where you can win up to 3 times your bet with a gold card. If you use my code SECRET on the site, you'll get a free $1 to gamble with. They are also giving away $25,000 to one of you guys, so make sure to use my link in the description. Please be safe gambling, 18+. Now start by expanding out 3 triangles off of this triangle, and then deleting that one. Then a square is going to go here. Same with the other side. So right here, place 3 more triangles off of this and delete this one. And then on this side, place a triangle with 3 more triangles off of here. Delete this one and place a square in the center like so. This is going to give you the general footprint of your wide gap shell. And then this is going to create the funnel right here, this little gap. Now you can start by honeycombing these parts of the base, filling those in with walls and roofs, and then last one on this side, like so. And since this is already a honeycomb part, this has a single door. It's going to be your airlock into the main shell. Now you can start one of 2 ways. So I'm going to build out like this, just 3 triangles on every side. And then I'm going to start by creating the shell for the funnel. Start by placing 2 double door frames and then walling in this section. Placing a roof on this. And then start by placing half floors all around and windows on top of these. Place a triangle in the center. And then place roofs like this. This is going to be your breach peak thing here. Same thing on this side. And then roofs, like I said. Same thing and mirror that on the other 3 sides. And then the last side. Finish rolling these in. And then from here, you can just place floors like this. Place a full wall. Make sure this is hard side. And then place roofs on top of this to seal in your funnel. Same thing right here. Floors. Hard side wall facing the outside. Delete this on the inside. and then roofs on the inside like that. And then the last side right here, floors, hard side facing out, and then roofs on top like this. Now if you want an early game funnel, you can just start crafting double doors and place double doors like this. This will make the funnel early on, so raiders will have a really hard time getting into your shell. And you can do this on all sides with wooden doors or double doors with metal. Now, at this point, nothing is going to decay, and you do not need external TCs because this is all connected to one TC. But to ensure that, make sure that these frames are placed like this. You can place them from below to make it easier. Sometimes it can be a little hard to place, but you'll find the sweet spot. And make sure to do that on all sides. And then last side over here. On this triangle, there's typically going to be a turret. You can also place shotgun traps on these little frames down here, just to ensure that your funnel is 100% working. Now, later on, this is going to be a battery spot, and these are going to be beds / bags, whatever you want, and a locker can go against the wall. Now, the final step to seal up your entire shell is either place windows or embrasures on these frames out here. I'm just going to do windows for now. And your shell is completely sealed off. Now, we're going to want to expand out to the compound, and then we can go back into the main shell of the base. So for now, we're just going to want to place a square and go out 3 triangles and add another one on the right side. Now delete this one because we're not going to want this connected to the main TC. This is going to be your gatehouse, and we're going to make 3 of them on either side. Start by walling it in with windows, placing a single door here, window, and then 1 more single door to seal it off. And then finish roofs on the entire side. Place a single door on either side, and then windows all the way around. As for your external, you're going to want to go out 2 triangles, and then 3 squares like this, and place 3 triangles off of those. You can leave a frame here, and then place this as wood. Do 2 half walls, and then a single door here, and wall this in, and place a single door here. And then place your TC here with a window over that. Now connect it back to the TC by placing triangle frames and then normal frames back. And if you want to disconnect the TC, all you're going to do is place a roof in like this, and that will reconnect your main TC. And now we're going to want to do that on 3 different sides. So follow the same steps, square, and then 4 triangles in this exact order. Delete that square, and then single door, another single door, and seal them off with roofs. Windows all the way around, and then single doors like this. And for the TC, 2 triangles, and then 3 squares out, with 3 more triangles to cap those off. Make this twig or wood, and then do 2 half walls, single door, and wall the rest of this in with walls. Place a TC right here, and then place a window right over that. And single the front off with a single door. And then seal those off with frames. Now the last side. 4 triangles. Delete the square. And then windows all the way around. Single door on the front. And then walls all the way around like this. 2 triangles, and then 3 squares out with 3 triangles at the end. Two half walls, single door, and then walls all the way around. TC in the corner, and then window over that with a single door on the front. Go back with frames. and then all your gatehouses will be completed. Now, let's work on the bedrooms. Start by placing 3 triangles out, deleting the 2 back, and then connecting these with 2 frames so they do not decay. Now, place a square out, and then 2 triangles off to the right and left side, and place windows on the inside, wall, and then another window. And seal this off with a double door or a garage door. In here, you can place beds or lockers and whatever you else want. Place walls on the left side, and then make a half-floor shelf. Same with on the right side as well. This is exactly how it should look. Now do that on the same other 2 sides. 3 triangles like so. Delete the 2 back. Square, triangle, triangle. And then make sure to connect these with frames so this does not decay. Wall on the back side, windows all around, frame on the front. And then a double door on the outside. Create a half-floor shelf like this. And then place whatever else deployables inside this little section you want. Last one, 3 more triangles. Delete the 2. Square. Triangle, triangle. And then wall in all of this. Windows. And then double door on the front. Make sure, again, these are frames. And then half shelf it for a better peek. Now we can move on to turrets and barricades inside the compound before we're going to place the walls down. As for the gatehouses with the external TCs, start by placing half floors like this. And then for the barricades, place 2 triangles off to the right and left side, and place barricades like this, 2 of them to be exact. Delete the corners, and then we can move on to the gatehouse bedroom. Instead of 1, we're going to want 2 triangles out, and you can still place 2 barricades on this, just make sure to spread them out a little bit. And then delete these around. Back to the gatehouse, 2 half floors. 2 triangles on the outside, and then 2 barricades on the inside of these. Bedroom, 2 triangles on either side, and then barricades directional in the center. Last gatehouse, you're going to want to do half floors on top of this, and then 2 triangle barricades in the center. Then last but not least, 2 more triangles, 2 barricades on both sides. And that's going to be it for the barricades. Now we can start by placing our compound walls. And as I said in the intro, you only need 6 walls to complete this entire thing, so this is beautiful. You can kind of place them however you want, really. There is no gaps even with 1, and you can't jump through them. So this compound is really, really easy to place. Try to make it as snug as possible, but yet again, it doesn't really matter. And then the last wall on here. Compound is complete. And now on the inside, you can place 6 large furnaces however you would like. Make sure the large furnaces don't block your funnel from accessing it. So just place them like this. Make sure you can also run around your compound very nice. There we go. Now all the furnaces are placed. Now we could start by building up the main section of the base. We could start by walling in the outsides to create honeycomb. So start by walling this in and just filling that in like this. Now you can place this triangle like this, just as honeycomb. And then place the square and leave this open because this is going to be a loot room. Another triangle here and leave this top part open because this is going to be your jump up. Place another loot room like this, and leave this open. And then one last triangle, and you can wall this one in. Make sure to triangle in everything else but the jump up. And I'll place a half floor. And then you can add a garage door for now, just on this. And to seal the top off, we're going to want to place this. And make sure, because this is going to be a re-jump up to the roof, so place a garage door here. You can also place a frame here, but make sure to leave this top part open. You can start by walling this in, because these are just going to be honeycomb. And then placing shelves like this, because these are going to be your loot room. And now furnaces or a tier 3 or tier 2 can go here. I like furnaces because it gives you a nice little spot. And then I window this off typically. And then place frames all on the inside. You can place shelves like and ramps like this. And then feel free to place whatever boxes you would like in this loot room. And now onto the shooting floor. Start by building this section up by half floors on every side. Now you can start by placing frames all on the outsides of these triangles and upgrading them to metal. Upgrading them to metal will make sure that you can place roofs like this into it. Again on other sides, and make sure all of them are metal. And then last side over here, all metal frames. You could build up these as frames as well, and then place a half height frame in the center, and place a window like this. Now do this on every other side. Upgrade those to metal, frame in the center, window like that, frames, another frame in the center, and then window like that. Now you can start by placing windows on top of all of these. And then to make the floor like this, place frames in like this. And then after this, you're going to want to place roofs in like this. Same thing, floors in like this, and then roofs like this. Don't worry about this. This is just a glitch. They will connect after a while. Same thing here. Floors in, and then roofs like this. Now this is all going to be honeycomb. So you can just place this, and these can be battery spots or whatever you like. Just wall these in. And then on all the rest of the sides, they can all either be walls or one can be an entrance. But I like making 2 of them entrances and then keeping this back one as a wall. Finish walling in the rest of this. And since this is already your jump up, you don't have to worry about where you're jumping up. Place doors on these. And then off to the right and left sides, these can be lockers or batteries. And this center portion can be a locker or a battery again, vice versa. Seal these off with windows, and then frame in the rest of this floor. This is also going to be your main bed / battery / locker respawn floor, just because it's conveniently on the shooting floor part. Now place frames like this, and to seal off your shooting floor, you're going to need 2 double doors on either side. This will prevent the gap from falling out of your shooting floor. Do this on either side now. And now we can make the roof jump up. Very simple. Just like this. Stepping back into the shooting floor, we can place roofs on either side. And then we can start by placing the roof peak-ups. Half floors like this, and then fill this in with roofs. 2 triangles, 2 half floors, and then roof these in. This angle is really nice. And then same on this side. This side's going to be a little bit more scuffed, but you still get a really nice head glitch peak onto the roof. Off to the right and left side, doesn't matter about the center point because it's your jump up. Don't worry about that too much. Now you can seal this in with embrasures. I would also place a locker, a bag, or a bed here just for an extra peek up for the head glitch. Box goes there. Taking the jump up to roof, there's only a few things left on this base design. For now, we can just place frames up 1 more floor, place a half floor here, and then a roof on top of there, and this will be your nice little peak. You can also place a ramp here made out of wood, taking a nice, very nice head glitch off to the roof, and you can also almost retake your compound with it. Let's complete that on 3 different sides. Half floor and low wall. More frames, roof, low wall, and then make sure to place the ramps out of wood. This will give it that extra nice little head. And then on this side, you can just place the roofs in for the turrets. And sometimes these roofs can be hard to place, so I recommend going down into this section of the shooting floor and placing them through the roofs. You can also place low walls here out of twig or wood. This will just give you an extra protection on the roof when peaking that little angle. And then the last touch, you can place windmills up like this. And then you could upgrade the roof however you want. I recommend metal or armored. And yeah, other than that, that'll be it. I hope you guys did enjoy this base design. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.